for a Panthers touchdown.
We are fucking back like we never left. Speaking of leaving though, I was gone for over a week on a cruise. I was going to try to schedule upload videos for you guys and I was not able to get them edited in time, so I really apologize for that. But we are back. We're going to be uploading consistently, so make sure you leave a like and subscribe so you don't miss out on those videos. Free agency is, not done, but, all the big signings have pretty much happened. But let me know what free agency rebuild you guys would like to see first. We could do the Falcons, the Ravens, the Eagles. I was going to do the Steelers, but they decided to get Justin Fields as well yesterday, so I don't really know what I'm going to do about that. But as besides the point, enjoy this banger for right now. I love you guys. Leave a like and subscribe. Now if I fuck this model, she just bleached her asshole, and I get bleach on my t-shirt, I'ma feel like an asshole. I was high when I met her. Today, we are doing the all scheme fit fantasy draft. This video is going to be a little bit interesting because I don't know what team we're going to use. So I went ahead and did us the favor of making a wheel of all the teams with good / decent playbooks in this game. We all know about the Chiefs and the Cowboys. The Bills are pretty good. The Eagles are The Ravens are pretty good. The Falcons are really good. The Bengals I've been seeing do good recently. The Niners are hit or miss. The Raiders' offense isn't that good, but their defense is good. I'd say about the opposite as the Rams. I see the Rams doing really good recently, but we're going to go ahead and spin this wheel and see what team we're going to be using for this rebuild. Well, make my life easy, why don't you? We're going to be the Dallas Cowboys, which is the team that I was last fantasy draft, or 2 fantasy drafts ago. If you guys have any cool ideas involving the wheel, go ahead and let me know, because I'm down to use this wheel a little bit more. This seems kind of fun. I've never really thought of any interesting videos with that. Shout out my boy Corey Palaz 8155. He said do a fantasy draft and the regular draft where you can only pick scheme fits. You can only pick scheme fits and not choose their position. I don't know what he means by not choose their position. I'm obviously going to choose their positions in the draft, but I'm only going to... Maybe he means not like change the player's position. I don't know, but we're not going to do that anyways. We're going to only draft scheme fits. The fantasy draft has been set to Snake. This is going to be interesting. I don't know how quarterback's going to go. I don't really know how anything's going to go. So let's just go ahead and hop in. And hopefully we don't have the number 1 overall pick and Mahomes isn't a scheme fit or something. All right, we pick at 13. Looks like the best scheme fit on the board is Christian McCaffrey. But Aaron Donald and Myles Garrett are both scheme fits. And I feel like McCaffrey will fall to the second round. We could also get Max Crosby, who I would say is better in this game than Myles Garrett is. We could also get Jesse Bates, Jalen Ramsey, George Kittle, Fred Warner, Pat Surtain. Going with Pat Surtain would be pretty sick. So would Roquan Smith or fucking Fred Warner. But I think we're going to go with Max Crosby. Or do I just go with Myles Garrett? He's a 99 overall, or he's a 98. Pretty sure Max Crosby is a year younger, and I see he's like one of the best players in this game. So we're going to go with Max Crosby with our first round pick. See, we could still get Christian McCaffrey. The next best players on the board we could take is Minka, Demario Davis, Saquon Barkley, Joe Mixon, Levante David. This is going to be so interesting. Are there any corners that are like scheme fits for us right now? There's a couple down here. Gilmore, Stingley. Maybe we... Oh, I really hope Stingley's here in the 3rd round. Because we're going to go with Christian McCaffrey. Let's be real. Come on, Derek Stingley. Please still be here for me. Damn it, dude. We could go with Jonathan Jones, though. I love Jonathan Jones. He's 29. Damn. Ooh. Yeah, I like this pick. 22-year-old hidden Devin Witherspoon is probably going to say I reached. But corners go so early in this game. And if I don't get him this round, he'll probably be gone by the next round. Gotta probably look at quarterback. So we can get Kirk Cousins, Rodgers, Stafford, Baker, or Geno. Could also get Derek Carr. We could get Kenny Pickett. Could get Joe Flacco. We could get Mac Jones. But should I go with Baker? I don't know how long Baker's going to be here for. We could always wait one more round, get one of these guys, and then draft a potential replacement the next year. In this pick, we could go with like Justin Simmons. Damn, we probably shouldn't have taken McCaffrey because there's players like ETN still available. Should we just go with Jordan Mailata? Let's do it. Another reach, but I don't know. I want to draft the O-line a little bit. Please tell me one of those quarterbacks is still available. All right, Baker's still here. I feel like out of all these guys, Baker's our best option, and I've been seeing him do pretty good in this game. I just got done recording a Baker Mayfield rebuild. You know what? I'm going to wait one more pick. I think At least one of these guys will be here with the next pick. I don't want to get ahead of myself because we could go with someone like Frank Ragnow. I don't want Levante David or Demario Davis. I always get them confused with each other. I don't want Kevin Byard that bad either. He's already 30 years old. How old's CJ Mosley, though? Damn. I didn't know he was 31. I thought he was like 29 or something. I don't think I should have taken McCaffrey, dude. I mean, I could go Kenneth Walker and then trade McCaffrey. I feel like we could get a lot for Christian McCaffrey if we traded him. I think that's what we're going to do, honestly. Here's the question. Do we think Kenneth Walker will be here in the next round? Derrick Henry, Joe Mixon, Aaron Jones, Tony Pollard, ETN. Do we think these guys will go above them? Because we could also go with Pacheco, who's just as broken in this game. All right, here's the game plan. I think I'm reaching, but I don't want to miss out on a quarterback, so we're going to take Baker Mayfield. And then we're going to draft a new running back, and we're going to trade McCaffrey when we get the season started. Oh, no, running backs are going. Are you kidding me? Kenneth Walker got taken. There's still good running backs. Does ETN still have Superstar? No. I think we're going to go with Pacheco. Pacheco is one of the best players in this game. Only 23 years old. Oh, Kenneth Walker got taken. Damn it. It's all right. I'm okay with that. Dude, because we could also have someone like Bijan, Jahmyr Gibbs. I've reached on that pick too, dude. It's okay. I'm happy with it. It's whatever. Should we go? We don't have a receiver yet. We could go with someone like Jameson Williams. I wish Jalen Carter was a scheme fit. I would take him. Andre Cisco. That could be interesting. Let's go with Andre Cisco. We gotta make sure this team stays nice and young. Dude, I shouldn't have taken fucking... Oh, I should have just waited for one of these rookie guys, especially Bijan, because he has Superstar. I'm almost tempted to take Bijan and do what I was going to do with Pacheco as I was with McCaffrey, but I'm not going to do it. We could go Kirby Joseph. Just get some nice young depth to this team. This is also going to be a reach. I think it's a pretty heavy reach. I don't do these fantasy drafts enough to like know what's reaching and what's not. So it does look like Jameson Williams got taken. So I think we're going to go ahead and draft Marvin Mims. Rookie out of OU. He didn't do much for the Broncos this year. They kind of didn't really give him the ball. But we need a receiver. He's a scheme fit, and he has hidden devs, so fuck it, we ball. Should we go with Javon Hargrave? He's already 30, but we're going to need a D-tackle. Shit, dude. This is hard. We could go with Kalijah Cansey. I wouldn't hate that pick. Add another rookie to this team. And he could pretty much play D-tackle for us. He's 280 pounds. He could play DN or D-tackle. Yeah, I think we're going to take Kalijah Cansey. DJ Turner is a scheme fit, but I think we can hold off on taking him. Wish Jordan Davis was a scheme fit. Like, some of these players would be so nice to have. It looks like the only players that are, like, scheme fits for us are just running backs. Devin Bush is a scheme fit. We could use him. 25-year-old middle linebacker, star dev. So what positions do we need? We need a tight end. We need another receiver. Tyler Higbee's a scheme fit. Hunter Henry's also a scheme fit. Those are pretty much our only two options outside of K-Dot. Oh, yeah, we could go with Michael Mayer. This is also kind of a reach. We're getting a lot of rookies on this team. I'm drafting him really early. He's ranked 705 in true value, but I saw him and I kind of got excited. So we're going to take him. I've actually seen him develop pretty well in this game. I think with this pick, we are going to go with Javon Hargrave most likely. Good, big D tackle. He's pretty old, but he's an 84 overall star dev. We may as well go ahead and take him. Let's see. I would like to get another receiver. Curtis Samuel is a scheme fit, so is Kendrick Bourne. Rondale Moore, Raheem Shaheed, Elijah Moore, Nelson Aguilar. Does Aguilar have star? No. Is there any, like, star receivers even left? Jamal Agnew, but he's 28. Like, there's no point in even doing that. Maybe we go with Raheem Shaheed. Yeah, I think that's going to be the play. This is also probably a reach. I feel like every pick I'm going to make is going to be reaching, but I don't know. I don't have enough experience. Hey, good pick. The game thinks so we'll take it. So we got two receivers. We could definitely touch up the O-line more, but overall, in O-line, doesn't really matter much in this game. So I honestly wouldn't hate waiting on O-line. But Austin Corbett would be a nice pick. Only 27, which is young for O-linemen, at least for high overall O-linemen. He has star. But we could probably hold off a couple picks on him. What if we went with somebody like Jordan Hicks? He's just too old. I think we're going to go with Malcolm Rodriguez. He is only a 72 overall, but he's young, he's star dev, and he fits our scheme, so fuck it. Definitely want to try to get another corner. It says we can take Marcus Peters. I kind of forgot about DJ Turner. We should have taken him earlier. But we could go with Andrew Booth, 91 speed, 91 excel, 6 foot. But would we be better going with someone like Cameron Mitchell or Clark Phillips? Are there any corners with like dev traits that we can take? Ooh, Caleb Farley and Rocky Sin. Caleb Farley is only 24, star dev. He's a scheme fit. Let's take him. So that's probably going to be the last pick I show. I'll go ahead and make enough picks to where at least our starting roster is filled out with scheme fits, and I'll see you guys when the team is complete. So as you guys can see, we've pretty much picked a starter and backup for every position other than fullback, and a starter and backup for every position on defense as well. I'll go ahead and show you every player we drafted. As you can see, they are all scheme fits other than our kicker and punter because that's not a thing. But yeah, all scheme fits. You can see it other than kicker and punter. This shit took forever. Let's take a look at the final team. The only reason I did like starter and backup for every position was because there's still a decent chance we'll have some people playing that aren't scheme fits, but I wanted to make sure almost every single person playing is a scheme fit. So here is the complete offense. You can see everybody with the little puzzle piece above their head because they're all scheme fits. Still don't know what we're going to do with McCaffrey. I kind of want to keep him, but I think we're going to trade him because this team needs some work, especially at receiver. And then I don't hate the defense. I think we could use an extra D tackle here pretty soon. I want to start Trenton Simpson at left. Oh, I didn't even have to do this. It gave me the option to put him there. I want to start Trenton Simpson at left outside linebacker. I think we'll be able to develop him pretty nicely. But I'm excited to see how this team will do, if I'm being honest. It's not terrible. We got young corners. We got a pretty decent D-line. I think Max Crosby is going to be great for us throughout this video. I don't know. Let's see what we could get out of Christian McCaffrey. No, I accidentally clicked off of it. So we traded Christian McCaffrey for Zay Flowers. He was on the Bears. We also got the Bears' first-round pick and their second-rounder for next year. Pretty happy with that. We got a nice young receiver now. We actually have a pretty decent receiving core for Baker to work with. Very curious as to how this team's going to do in simulation. We have one of the most broken playbooks in the game. So I think we'll do pretty decent in this first year. It's all going to come down to how Baker Mayfield can do, to be honest. So we have an 80 overall team. With the Cowboys playbook, I would say we're good enough to make the playoffs. Not 100% sure, but I think there's a decent chance this game cares way more about playbooks than it does anything else. But with all of that being said, I'll see you guys at the midseason. We'll see how we're doing. And you know what? I cannot complain about 3-3. Holy shit, how are we 3-3 with the 8th offensive points per game and the 7th defense? Maybe we should have kept Christian McCaffrey. We have the 27th offense and rush yards per game. But I don't think we'd be doing as good as we didn't have Zay Flowers. Baker Mayfield's doing pretty good. 1,500 yards, 10 touchdowns, 5 picks. Pacheco's not doing terrible. Like 3.4 per carry is not good, but it's not awful. And he has 7 touchdowns. Zay Flowers, 600 yards, 200 for Marvin Mims, 200 for Michael Mayer. The O-line's actually holding up really good, and they're not even that high of an overall. And look at my boy Max Crosby with 7.5 sacks through 6 games. That is crazy. I'm assuming the re-signings here will be pretty calm. They normally are in the first year. Isaiah Pacheco, although he's not doing very good, he's good in this game, and we know that. So let's give him a deal, 5 years, $50 million. Zay Flowers, we know we want to bring him back as well, 5 years, $83 million. Actually, more signings than I would expect. Devin Witherspoon, we also definitely want to bring back, 6 years, $74. And then Rashid Shaheed, we may as well bring him back as well. We'll give him 3 years, $28. I'm eating ahi tuna, and my cat is fucking eyeing it down. All right, and the second I go to take a video of him, he stops. Anyway, Reed Blankenship's a backup for right now, so we'll wait on him, and we'll wait on the rest of these guys as well. Well, honestly, I'd say we're doing about as good as we should be. But I'll see you guys at the end of the year, and we'll see how this team finishes off. Oh my god, my mouth's on fire. We finished the year 9-8, and we do make the playoffs. I feel like this is about fair. We finished with the 11th offensive points per game with the 6th defense. Keep in mind, we're not allowed to change the playbook throughout this rebuild because that would defeat the purpose. But Baker Mayfield with a decent year, 4,000 yards, 24 touchdowns, 13 picks. Pacheco did break 1,000 yards and got 19 touchdowns. I think he'll continue to get better throughout this video. Zay Flowers got 1,500 yards, 11 touchdowns, 800 out of Marvin Mims, 8 touchdowns, 700 out of Shaheed, 4 touchdowns, and Michael Mayer did good as well too. The O-line was actually really good. Eric Fisher wasn't great, but I've seen really high overall O-lines do way worse than this. So Devin Bush leads the team in tackles with 113, 19 TFLs out of Kalijah Cansey, 18 out of Max Crosby, 11 out of Javon Hargrave, 15.5 sacks out of Max Crosby. Hopefully this will get him Defensive Player of the Year. 7 out of Hargrave, 6.5 out of Chandler Jones, 5 out of Kalijah Cansey. I don't think he'll win Defensive Rookie of the Year or anything, but it's still a decent year. 4 interceptions out of Devin Witherspoon. Maybe he can win Defensive Rookie of the Year. 2 out of Reem Blankenship, 2 out of Andre Sisco, 1 out of Devin Bush, 1 out of Caleb Farley. But MVP goes to Tua on the Bengals. It's always interesting seeing what teams all these players went to. Nick Chubb got an MVP vote. Wow. I want to go check what he did because I always say I'm gonna, and I always forget. Why did I press B twice? 1,700 yards and 22 touchdowns. Holy shit. I just did it again. I pressed B twice again. But NFC Offensive Player of the Year goes to Keenan Allen for the Rams. Zay Flowers at number 4. That's awesome. Defensive Player of the Year does go to Max Crosby, so we got a pretty good big upgrade for that. Ooh, I'm an idiot. Oh, why didn't I even think about this? I'm such a moron. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Zay Flowers. Marvin Mims at number 9. Defensive Rookie of the Year does go to Kalijah Kancey. I honestly thought it was going to go to Witherspoon, but holy fuck, I will take that. So honestly, even if we don't win this playoff game, I think we're off to a good start. We're also going against the Green Bay Packers. We know how this normally goes. So let's go ahead and sip to the divisional. Let's get this loss out of the way, and let's get into the next season. Yeah, we only lost by 4, though. That's not terrible, but let's get to the offseason. And the Bills win the Super Bowl over the Lions. We had a lot of old players, so we're probably going to have a decent amount of retirements, but it'll probably be a bunch of nobodies. Yeah, Riley Reed retires, Ben Jones, AJ Klein, Robert Quinn, Logan Ryan, and Joe Flacco. But Zay Flowers goes up to Superstar for winning Offensive Rookie of the Year. Kalijah Kancey goes up to Superstar for winning Defensive Rookie of the Year. And I believe those are our only dev-ups, but honestly, the team is looking... I'm actually really happy with how this team looks. Oh, why the fuck did Trenton Simpson get moved down? Maybe that's why he didn't do shit. Whatever. But I think we will bring back Reed Blankenship here, just for depth, and he was pretty good as our backup strong safety. He also plays like slot corner and sub linebacker a little bit, so I think this is a good addition. Or not addition, but a good player to bring back. But I think that's everybody we have. Is our kicker and punter here or anything? Yeah, we got to bring back Evan McPherson and Matt Ariza. Didn't the Chiefs sign Matt Ariza? I believe they did. That's crazy. I'm going to give them like 7-year deals just so I don't have to worry about signing them every year. Same with Evan McPherson. I almost went very player-friendly and gave him a lot of money, but I caught myself. We'll get into free agency here. This probably goes without saying, but we're only allowed to sign free agents that are scheme fits. But as we all know, the first free agency class of fantasy drafts are normally not very good. But isn't Stephon Gilmore a scheme fit? He was a scheme fit in the fantasy draft. How do I check if he's a scheme fit here? Oh, he's not a scheme fit. God, I swear he was a scheme fit in the fantasy draft. Why does it not say it anymore? God damn it. Just so that we actually go for somebody, we'll go for John Mechie. Just so, you know, we're not going for anybody. Okay, really, Niners? Fine, fuck you, Niners. I'm going to do this just in spite of you. We don't even need this guy, but I'm going to give him a fucking big offer just so he signs with us and not... Okay. But we have 2 first-rounders going into this year's draft, and who I kind of want is Sheldon Justice, who happens to be going number 1 overall. 21 out of TCU. Elite strength and speed and excel and change of direction. Just look at this, dude. I want him, and we're going to play him at D-tackle alongside Javon Hargrave. He is only 260 pounds, though. Do we think he could even play D-tackle? Because we could also go with, like, Jose Pettis. We could go with Damian Rivers, actually. Damian Rivers, 22 out of Miami. Honestly, doesn't have any crazy ratings. His core attributes looked pretty good, though. How much do you think Madden cares, though, about this guy only being 265 at D-tackle? Do you think they give a fuck? Because he has elite strength, and he has A power moves. Only C block shedding, though. I don't know. I think we're going to trade up to 1 and draft him, though, and play him at D-tackle. We don't need a DN, but we need a D-tackle, and we're going to try to make it work. The funny thing is, the Bears had the number 1 and number 9 projected pick, and I traded for the one that was projected to be number 1, and what draft pick did I get? I got number 12, and they got number 1. Like, bro, go suck my balls, game. Oh my god, the Bears are busting my balls. I just want them, dude. Just please. Okay, I'm not giving you all that. I guess we're fucked. We're not getting him. Unfortunate. I wasn't even sure if he was big enough to play D-tackle anyways. He isn't really in real life, but Madden doesn't give a fuck about that. But we'll just get into our pick here, and yeah, we'll see what we can do. Because I really want a D-tackle, but I can only take ones that are scheme fits, and it looked like the only ones that are good aren't scheme fits. Although Colby Hewitt doesn't look bad, I'm obviously not going to take him here. He's 21 out of Tennessee. He has elite speed, A finesse moves, F power moves at D-tackle. Like, bro, what? Shit, I don't know. Maybe there's a DN that we could just take and move to D-tackle. No, it's not looking like it. Dudley Ginn, 22 out of Florida. Elite jumping, great speed, good strength, elite agility. B-man, B-press, B-zone. He looks pretty good. Is Troy Brooks even a scheme fit? No, but Trent Bass is. 22 out of Minnesota. Really bad ratings. Decent core attributes. Sorry, I know I'm yapping, but I just want to make sure I make the best pick. So I think we're either going to go with Dudley Ginn or Tristan Holmes. Tristan Holmes is 21 out of Washington. Not really any crazy ratings, but his core attributes look really good. Our O-line played good, though. That's the thing. I don't know. I think there will be a corner for us to take late in the first round. So we're going to take this guy. Hidden Dev, I think he's going to be high-ish 70s overall, maybe like 76. I may even trade this pick back and try to get an extra first for next year, depending on how these corners look here. Trent Bass is still here. Is this the guy that had bad ratings but good core attributes? Yeah, I think so. A-man coverage, B zone coverage, A to C play rec. Can't really complain about that, so we're going to go ahead and draft him. And he's 6'1", 92 speed, 90 excel. Really strong with 55 strength. I wonder if that D tackle is still available. The one that looked like kind of shit. Was it Colby Hewitt? Yeah, it was. I mean, should we just take a chance on him? He has elite speed and A finesse moves. He is only 21. Fuck it, dude. He's going to have normal, but I don't know. He's a scheme fit. It's kind of a position we need. What else should I draft? I feel like our receiving core is pretty good. I feel like our O-line played good and we already addressed it. I feel like everything on defense has kind of been messed with. Guess we could go for a backup tight end, Anthony Sherwood. I mean, he doesn't look crazy, but his core attributes look pretty damn good. A pass block with A catching, so he's good at everything. Fuck it, let's take him. Damn it. I don't know. I'm kind of just reaching picks out of my ass right now because I don't really know what to do. The CPU can take over. If they don't take people that are scheme fits, I don't really give a fuck. I got a rock piss. Damn, and Tristan Holmes is only a 71 overall. Trent Bass is a 76. That's not bad. Hewitt's only a 72. Sherwood's only a 72. The CPU took a 73 overall corner who has normal, but he's a scheme fit. Maybe he's not a scheme fit. Maybe I misunderstood how that worked. But here's how we look after the draft. We're not going to start Holmes anywhere. He's not high enough overall, but he'll be pretty much our backup everywhere else. So he'll get rotated in anyway. Hopefully Zay Flowers can have as good as a year as last year. I think he could get another dev up and go up to X Factor. Isaiah Pacheco's up to a 90, so I think he's going to finally start playing up to how he normally does in this game. Then should I just start? Yeah, we're going to start Hewitt at our D tackle 2. And Bass is actually going to be our third corner in the depth chart. So works out. Got to make sure we move Trenton Simpson up. See, like the CPU took a hidden dev free safety, but like he's a scheme fit. Okay, yeah, suck my gooch. But we're an 83 all. Whoa. But we're an 83 overall going into the year. If we made the playoffs last year, really don't see much of a reason we shouldn't this year other than Madden being terrible, which, you know, I guess is pretty likely. But I think the team looks good, honestly. I really like it. I can't lie. It's not the best overall, but it's good, and that's what I fuck with. That was probably the stupidest sentence that's ever came out of my mouth. Let's get to the midseason and see how we're doing. And bam, we are 5-2 at the midseason. Baker's doing okay, 1,400 yards, 9 touchdowns, 5 picks. Pacheco's doing real good, though, 4.6 per carry, 570 yards, 4 touchdowns. Zay Flowers is going crazy again. That's great to see. Ooh, and Mikovits is doing pretty bad. Maybe we move our... Who was the rookie we drafted? Tristan Holmes? Should we start Holmes over Mikovits? 8 sacks through... How many games has he played? What? 7? Oh, it literally says it right there. Yeah, maybe, dude. We'll have to... Yeah, because he's on pace to allow, like, what? 18, 19 sacks? I think we're going to start Holmes. Not as many sacks this year, at least out of Max Crosby, but, like, a lot of players are getting sacked. So, honestly, I'll take that. And Devin Bush has 3 picks. Yeah, so Mikovits, you're getting benched. But we have 7 players ready to negotiate here at the midseason. We have $91 million. I want to bring back Marvin Mims. I think he could be a long-term guy for us. We're going to give him 4 years, pretty much 40 mil. He says it's tempting. He does not accept it. I also want to bring back Devin Bush. He's been doing good. We'll give him 4 years, 26. He's happy to re-sign. Caleb Farley, he's not necessarily a starter for us anymore, but it's still good to have corner depth, so we'll go ahead and bring him back as well. Same with Rock Ya-Sin. May as well bring him back. It can't hurt. Garrett Bradbury's actually been doing pretty good, so we'll bring him back as well. 2 years, $13 million. Javon Hargrave, yeah, we may as well bring him back. I don't know if we'll be able to get much better at this position for right now. He's starting to like the offer. He does not want to accept it right now. But that's everybody we have. We also have Nick Mullins at our backup quarterback, so. But 5-2, I cannot complain. God damn it. But, dude, I cannot complain about 5-2. I think we're going to finish with a pretty good record this year. I want to check who got our weekly award in week 7 before. Devin Bush, 8 tackles and an interception. That's great to see. I'll see you guys at the end of the year where we are hopefully in the playoffs. Got a breakout linebacker in week 10. Devin Bush could go up to superstar. Oh, I'm getting hard. And we finished off the year 11-6 and we made the playoffs. We did not win our division though. We had kind of a mid offense, but our defense was really good. But I think the mid offense is fine, especially because we're actually up there in offensive rushing yards per game now. So I think Isaiah Pacheco's starting to do good. Did he do good enough for a dev up? We're going to have to find out. Baker Mayfield with a pretty similar year to last year. 3,700 yards, 28 touchdowns, 15 picks. Yeah, definitely not good enough for a dev up. 1,200 yards, 4.6 per carry, 11 touchdowns. Still a really good year though. Zay Flowers, 1,200 yards, 7 touchdowns. Marvin Mims, 900 yards, 9 touchdowns. Rashid Shaheed did good. Rashid Shaheed, I always fuck up his name. Michael Mayer did good as well. Jordan Mailata ended up leading the team in sacks allowed, but Tristan Holmes ended up doing really good whenever he allowed less sacks than Mikovits in less snaps, so we cannot complain about that. And actually, only allowing 10 sacks is not bad at all, so shout out Jordan Mailata. 121 tackles out of Devin Bush. He leads our team. 22 TFLs out of Max Crosby. 17 out of Colby Hewitt. He was pretty good as a rookie. This is actually really similar numbers to Kalijah Cansey last year. Maybe he wins Defensive Rookie of the Year. 16 out of Hargrave, 12 out of Cansey. 15 sacks out of Max Crosby. 5.5 out of Javon Hargrave. 5 out of Hewitt. 4.5 out of Cansey. 4 picks out of Devin Bush. 4 out of Caleb Farley. 2 out of Andre Sisco. 2 out of Witherspoon. 1 out of Bass. And 1 out of Scarlett. MVP goes to Lamar Jackson on the Broncos. No Cowboys. Brock Purdy on the Eagles, dude. That shouldn't be allowed. NFC Offensive Player of the Year goes to Devonta Smith on the Buccaneers. No Cowboys. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Aaron Donald on the 49ers. Jesus. We came in second place with Max Crosby. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Ben Armstrong for the Saints. No Cowboys. Did we win Defensive Rookie of the Year, or did we get cucked and get second place to a division rival? We won it. The second place was our division rival, though. But Colby Hewitt does win it. He'll get a dev up for that, and it looks like Bass was actually down here in 9th place as well. But none of this matters if we can't win playoff games. We're taking on the Buccaneers in the wild card, who had the Offensive Player of the Year in Devonta Smith. He got 1,600 yards, 14 touchdowns. We had a slightly worse offensive points per game, but a slightly better defense. So I think this is going to be a good game. We have the same overall team. I wouldn't hate if we lost this game, but I would prefer if we won, because if I was the Bucs and I was taking on the Cowboys, I know that I would lose. So let's get to the divisional. Oh, it said L for a second, and I was about to punch my monitor really hard. But we're taking on the Detroit Lions, who have Patrick Mahomes. They went 12-5. For some reason, it says Mahomes has 1,600 receiving yards and 14 touchdowns. But the Lions had the 5th offensive points per game and the 4th defense. I think we know how this is going to go. I'm okay with losing to Patrick Mahomes. But we do have the same overall team, so I think we'll be able to compete. But we'll probably lose. And we won, and we dropped 44 points. Baker Mayfield threw for 348 yards and 4 passing touchdowns. Oh, my God. And we're taking on the New Orleans Saints in the NFC Championship. That's interesting. They have Micah Parsons. They had the 9th offensive points per game, 14th defense. So they had a slightly better offense. We had a slightly better defense. But they do have a higher overall team. So I couldn't be upset if we lost this game. But again, I think we can compete. So let's just get to the Super Bowl and let's see what happens. And I'm going to be okay with whatever outcome. And we are not in the Super Bowl, unfortunately. But hey, NFC Championship in year number 2, can't complain about that. We're making good progress. We're on pace to get to the Super Bowl here pretty soon. The Saints do go on to win it. So hey, we lost to the Super Bowl winner. Can't be too mad about that. But no dev-ups on offense, it appears. I think we're going to start Marvin Mims over Shaheed this year. Honestly, though, actually, Marvin Mims is going to get more receiving yards at the wide receiver 3. So let's just leave it how it is. And on defense, Hewitt, of course, goes up to superstar for his great year that he had. And Bass actually has superstar, so that's actually sick. I think I said Caleb Farley wasn't starting for us anymore earlier. I'm talking out of my ass. The team looks really good. I think this year we need to try to add... What do we even need to add? D-line looks good. Linebackers look good. Safeties look good. Maybe we could technically upgrade Kirby Joseph. And we could probably add another receiver, if I'm being honest. I don't think Rashid Shaheed is going to be like a long-term guy for us. I think Marvin Mims has the potential to be, but I think we're going to need one more really good guy at receiver. But with that being said, let's get into these re-signings. I know we missed out on a couple players at the midseason, but we have $100 million to bring them back, so we should be able to pretty easily. Yeah, we didn't get Marvin Mims back. Definitely want to get him back. We'll give him a pretty big deal. We'll give him 5 years, $58 million, and he does take it. That's definitely overpaying for him, but I don't really care. Javon Hargrave, we may as well bring back if we're able. Ooh, we have the money to do this. I'm going to give him a slightly bigger bonus, see if he wants to take this. Bro wanted 200 more grand a year. Go fuck a dude. I still wouldn't hate replacing him in the draft with somebody younger, but if not, Javon Hargrave is a great option for us. Again, there will probably be a pretty weak free agent class, but we may as well try to check who is here. Malik Hooker, he wouldn't be an upgrade at free safety, but he would technically be an upgrade at strong safety. But we already have 2 strong safeties, so I don't know if that would do anything. We could get Devin Singletary to be our backup running back. We could use him. May as well go for him. He's also a scheme fit, because that's the whole point of the video. Should we go for Tyler Higbee to have 2 good tight ends? Is that doing the most? I don't know. I think we're going to do it. And those are really only the players that are scheme fits that I'm interested in. So let's go ahead and send these offers through to them. They'll most likely both sign in the first wave, and they do both sign with us. So 2 pretty good additions. They're just kind of going to be backups though, but I think they'll still get touches, so I think it'll help out in the long run. In the draft though, what do I want to go for? Maybe a receiver? And I wouldn't hate drafting a D tackle to potentially replace Javon Hargrave. Other than that, I honestly genuinely don't know what to go for. Maybe just some more linemen for depth purposes. There was one guy that I was really interested in that was a scheme fit. Bro, was it George Burnett? Please don't tell me it was. Dude, it was fucking George Burnett. I don't want to trade up to number 1, bro. Is there any good scheme fit receivers? Eric Jones is a scheme fit. He looks pretty buns. John Ford is a scheme fit. He looks even more buns. All the good receivers aren't scheme fits. Can this game lick my balls? The 3 guys that are scheme fits that I would want are all top 5 projections. Sick. I really want a George Burnett, but I don't want to trade up to 1. I couldn't even do it last year with 2 first-round picks in 1 year. I don't see how I'm going to do it this year. Are we just going to be stuck drafting Trey Parks? Or should we just trade up and take, like, Adam Grant? Adam Grant does look pretty good. Ooh. Okay, if we're able to trade all the way up to 6, we'll get Adam Grant. If not, we'll just take the fucking corner that's projected to fall down there, even though we don't have much use for him. But let's see if we can trade up with the 49ers here. We still don't even have much use for that tackle I'm looking at, but we don't have use for the other guy either, and the other guy, this tackle looks better. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to trade up that high. It's going to take a lot of draft capital that I would like to hold on to for future years. So we'll just get into the draft. We'll most likely be taking that corner who doesn't have much use for us, but I don't know what else I'm going to do. How does Tommy Dickerson look? Pretty bad. F power moves, F block shedding, F play rec. Yeah. I think I'm good. We're going to have to fucking take Trey Parks, aren't we? I mean, we could also go with either of these guys. How does Fabian Davis look? 22 years old, elite jumping, change of direction, great strength. Fuck it, let me make sure I at least look at the other guys first. Because there's 3 scheme fit corners that all look good. Trey Parks was the one we were looking at in the mock draft. He's 21 years old. He's elite speed and elite jumping. A-man coverage. The other guy honestly looks better. Did we look at Brandon Aldridge? Elite jumping, change of direction, agility, and excel. But I feel like the best one is Fabian Davis. A-man, B-press, B-zone, B to D play rec, A to C block shedding. D play rec is just what's getting me on this guy. But Trey Parks has elite speed. I would say Fabian Davis looks the best, but the most interesting is Trey Parks. And the best when it comes to like physicals is this guy. He has 4 elites in great speed. I'm just going to take him. Fuck it. Hidden Dev, 94 speed, 95 excel, 96 change of direction. He's also 6'4". If I would have seen that, I probably would have taken him earlier. Should we just take Eric Jones? He's a scheme fit, and we need a receiver, kinda. Not, like, terribly. This guy doesn't look crazy, but I think we're going to take him. Fuck it. Yeah, that wasn't my best pick. I don't know. I'm kind of just playing with my balls here. I'm playing with my meat when I should just eat it. Colby Cook is a scheme fit. He's 21 out of Wisconsin. He's pretty strong. He has great strength, elite agility, and excel. He looks pretty good. Let's take him. Hidden Dev, 89 strength. And we're just going to go with Jaquaylin Stevens here in the 3rd round. Oh, and he has Hidden Dev. Let's go. He was a scheme fit too, duh. We'll let the CPU take over from here. They can have the 4th through the 7th. And we'll see how we did in the draft recap. Okay, Brandon Aldridge is an 80 overall. I think we made the right decision at corner. Yeah, we got the highest overall corner in the class. I'm glad I spent as much time looking at them as I did. We got some good corners on this fucking team. But Eric Jones is a 75. That's actually not terrible. I didn't take this guy. I skipped a pick. Wait, what? Okay, why did it go 1, 2, 2, 4th? I'm so confused. Okay, my bad. I know I didn't take him. I skipped the 4th rounder, but it made the order all weird, so my bad. Jaquaylin Stevens is a 72 overall. Colby Cook is a 72. I think we did pretty decent in the draft. We have really good depth on this team, if I'm being honest. That's running back the CPU took has hidden, but we got Singletary, so it's not like it's going to matter that he's not a scheme fit. It says Marvin Mims isn't a scheme fit anymore, but you guys saw when I took him, he was a scheme fit. Same with Cleveland. It shows he was a scheme fit when we drafted him. Lick my balls. It's going to change for some reason. I don't know. We're going to make sure we leave Marvin Mims at the wide receiver 3 because he's been getting more reps there for whatever reason. And here's the defense. Should we move Aldridge up in the depth chart? Let's just make him the backup strong safety. Fuck you, Reed Blankenship. And let's make him the slot corner as well. He already is. Perfect. I would say we're bound for another pretty good year. We're coming off an NFC championship. So maybe this is the year we make the Super Bowl. You already know what I'm setting our yearly goal to. Fuck the Saints. We're getting our fucking vengeance. But let's get to the midseason. Let's see how we're doing. The year after this one could be the final year. If we win the Super Bowl here, I'd honestly be content with ending the video. But let's see how it goes. If we don't do good this year, we may have to move on from Baker, unfortunately. Okay, this has to be the year. I don't know why we have the 26 defensive points per game, but I cannot complain when we are 7-0. Baker Mayfield's balling the fuck out. 1,800 yards, 18 touchdowns, 2 picks. I think you heard me say we may have to move on from him and went crazy. Pacheco's not doing crazy in like yards and yards per carry, but yards per carry is pretty bad, but he's getting a decent amount of touches, so he has like 500 yards. Zay Flowers doing good. Raheem Shaheed doing good. Tyler Higbee is actually our new starting tight end. I didn't realize that. Jordan Mailata is not doing very good. Everybody else is doing great. We already got 7 sacks out of Max Crosby. That's awesome. We already have 3 picks out of Devin Witherspoon. We're doing fucking good this year. This has to be the fucking Super Bowl year, dude. If we can keep this winning up, come playoffs, we're going to have so much morale that we won't be able to be stopped. $59 million to spend. We have to bring back Kirby Joseph, Ricky Stromberg, Rocky Sin, Baker Mayfield. That's about it. Let's start off with Baker Mayfield. He's probably going to be the most expensive. But this is not bad for a quarterback. 3 years, 99. And he does take it. Kirby Joseph will go ahead and bring back as well. 4 years, 30 mil. He also takes it. And Ricky Stromberg will go ahead and give player friendly. 2 years, 12 mil. Okay. Suck my balls. We'll re-sign him at the end of the year. I forgot to re-sign Rocky Sin, but he doesn't have much use for us anymore. But I'll see you guys at the end of the year. We'll see if we finish off as strong as we started. And hopefully we are the 1 seed in the NFC. And we finished the year 14-3. We do get the number 1 seed in the bye. And we are in the playoffs. We are coming off of a loss in week 18. Which isn't great, but I'm not going to complain about 14-3 at all. Baker Mayfield was second in the league in passing yards with 4,200. He also threw 36 touchdowns and only 6 picks. He'll definitely be up there for MVP. Really nice completion percentage. Isaiah Pacheco, 1,500 yards, 5 per carry, 18 touchdowns. Great year from him. Zay Flowers, he was 2 yards away from 1,500 with 10 touchdowns. Rashid Shaheed, somebody shoot me in the head. 879 yards, 5 touchdowns. Marvin Mims, 800 yards, 15 touchdowns. Tyler Higbee was great for us. Sorry, Michael Mayer. I thought you were still going to be the starter, but sucks to suck. Jordan Mailata actually finished out the year really good. Tristan Holmes was good. The rest of the O-line was good. 111 tackles out of Devin Bush. He led our team. 18 TFLs out of Colby Hewitt. 17 out of Max Crosby. 13 out of Hargrave. 11 out of Kalijah Cansey. 12 sacks out of Max Crosby. 9.5 out of Hewitt. 4.5 out of Hargrave. 3 out of Stevens. 2.5 out of Cansey. 6 picks out of Devin Witherspoon. 2 out of Brendan Aldridge. 1 out of Devin Bush. 1 out of Malcolm Rodriguez. And 1 out of Trent Bass. But MVP goes to Baker Mayfield. Holy shit, let's go. Did we win Coach of the Year? Let's fucking go. NFC Offensive Player of the Year goes to JSN for the Packers. That's definitely an interesting one. Baker Mayfield at number 3. Isaiah Pacheco at number 4. Zay Flowers at number 5. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Aaron Donald. Max Crosby at number 6. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Andrew Ham for the Vikings. No Cowboys. Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Alex Hughes for the Vikings. Brendan Aldridge in 3rd place. Oh my god, what a good year. Baker Mayfield just fucking won MVP. Holy shit. Let's see who we're taking on in the divisional. Please don't show me the Lions or something. Okay, the Niners, I feel like this is doable. They had a really good defense, but a kind of mid offense. We had a really good offense and a kind of mid defense. We match up pretty well. We have the same overall, but we won 5 more games than them. Please don't cuck me, game. Just let me be in the NFC Championship. We have the MVP on our team. Yeah, we're doing 1 more year and that's it. Yeah, fuck you, Niners. I'm glad that happened to you. 34-3, the Niners lose the Super Bowl. Just fuck y'all. We don't lose anybody to retirement, but Baker should have gotten a dev up. Maybe he even went up to Superstar. He did win MVP, but he probably only went up to Star, which is fair. And no, he does go up to Superstar. Isaiah Pacheco up to Superstar. Zay Flowers up to X Factor, and Tyler Higbee is up to Superstar. And that lineman we drafted last year has Superstar as well. Hewitt goes up to X Factor. Bass goes up to Superstar. Aldridge has Superstar. Oh my god. Okay, we got to trade our 1st round pick this year and get... What do we need? What do we need? I don't even know. Probably another receiver. That'd be my guess. I think if we could get one more like 90-ish overall receiver, who the fuck is going to stop us? But I know we missed out on a re-signing or 2 at the midseason. We got to bring back Ricky Stromberg. We'll give him 2 years, 13.8, and he does re-sign. Rocky Sin, I mean, I'm just going to bring him back just because we have the money to, and fuck it. We can use depth, I guess. And that's going to be everybody, I believe. May as well bring back Kyle Juszczyk here. He's been here and he's been on our good-ass teams. So let's check out free agency. We'll see if there's anybody we want to add. If not, we will be trading our first-round pick for this year's draft for a receiver. And yeah, I'm not seeing anything crazy in free agency. The best guy that's a scheme fit that we can go for is Tyler Lockett. I think we could do better than that. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything in free agency. So let's go find a scheme fit receiver that we can trade our first-round pick for. What if we could pair Baker Mayfield back up with Mike Evans? I don't know. He would have to be a scheme fit, but you know. We're trading a first and second for this year, a fifth for 2028 for Garrett Wilson. Would have gotten Mike Evans, but he wasn't a scheme fit. You know, I still got to follow the rules of the video. We'll go to make one pick in the draft just because why not? But this is going to be the last year. I don't see the roster getting much better than it is now. I still can't believe we won MVP with Baker, dude. Even if we don't get a Super Bowl this video, I just won Baker an MVP. He has such a special place in my heart. Oh my God, I'm so happy. But yeah, fuck it. We may as well make our third-round pick here. We're just going to make one, though. I'm not going to do all of them. We'll just kind of look for the best player on the board that's a scheme fit. I want to at least make one so that the whole entire draft that the CPU does isn't just players that aren't scheme fits. I think we're just going to go with Keontae Peters. He looks like the best player available that is a scheme fit. Fuck it, we ball. And he has hidden with 85 strength. Hey, more depth to the O-line as if we don't have enough already. I'll see you guys at the end of the draft. We'll take a look at the final roster and we'll finish off this video. Honestly, this video was a lot of fun. Even if we don't win the Super Bowl, I'll be okay. But, like, I feel like we should have beat the Niners. But, I mean, it's not the end of the world. They did have a pretty good team. But here is the final roster. While we talk about the roster, I'm going to move Cook up over Cleveland just so you can see all the scheme fits on everybody's name. Cleveland was a scheme fit when I drafted him. I know I already said that, but don't want y'all yelling at me. But the offense looks so good. Baker is kind of a low overall, but he's up to superstar. And he's coming off an MVP year. Wow, that running back that the CPU took ended up having X Factor. That is crazy. And here is the defense. We have 3 superstar corners, 3 really, or not really good, but 3 pretty good linebackers. We have good safeties. We have oh my God, I didn't even realize Hewitt went up to X Factor. Holy fuck. But I've been losing my last season luck that I previously had on the channel. Can we get it back here is the question. Let's go ahead and sim to the playoffs of the final year of the rebuild, and let's see how the team does. If we heavily underperform and go like fucking 8-9 or some shit, this will be the last you guys ever hear of me. There's no way that I just called that. There's no way. Should I do one more year? I don't want this video to be super long, dude. Baker had a decent year. Pacheco had a pretty good year. Say Flowers had a really good year. We spread the ball around a lot. Okay, how do you allow 11 sacks from fucking center? Go fuck yourself. And Max Crosby got 21 sacks. Oh my God. Jordan Love won MVP on the Bills. NFC Offensive Player of the Year went to Christian McCaffrey, who we traded away. Defensive Player of the Year did go to Max Crosby, of course. And we didn't have any offensive or defensive rookies. So, actually, I think we drafted somebody, but I'm sure they didn't play. Or, no, we drafted an O-lineman. I have to do one more year. I just can't. I can't walk away off of an 8-9 season. Like, that's just so fucking dumb. Baker's kind of a low overall. Maybe we move on from Bake, which sucks because he just won MVP. The Bills won the Super Bowl. I think that's Jordan Love's like 3rd Super Bowl with the Bears this video. So it looks like Tyler Higbee did retire. Everybody else is still here though. We're definitely going to be starting Cook over Bradbury this year. Bradbury was awful. And the defense is still all here. Devin Bush went up to superstar, so that's good to see. We could probably use a better strong safety, but other than that, I really don't know. I really don't know how the fuck this team isn't in the playoffs, if I'm being honest with you. Out of pettiness, let me take a look at the other teams around the leagues overall. So we have an 88 overall team. Let's take a look around the league. The Falcons have an 88, the Niners have an 88, the Packers have an 88, the Saints have an 89, so that's one team higher than us. The Steelers have an 89, that's another team higher than us. And the Bills have an 89, that's one team higher than us. And the Buccaneers have an 88. So we're tied for the second highest overall roster, and we're not in the playoffs. All right, that's sick. If we're able to bring back all of our players here, we'll do another year. We have 100 million. There's no way we're not going to be able to bring them back. So I guess we're doing one more year. I'm about to have another fucking hour-long video for you guys. Sorry. But if this year doesn't go good, by the way, I'm not going to put it in the video. So be prepared for that because there's a good chance. We have 102 million. Trent Bass, we have the 5th year. We're not going to pick that up because this is the last year. Andre Sisco will bring back 4 years, 62. He's coming back. Michael Mayer will bring him back as well, 4 years, 36. He's coming back. Jordan Mailata, 2 years, 54. He's coming back. Trenton Simpson's not interested, but this is cheap. 4 years, 28. He's coming back. Tristan Holmes, we have a 5th year. We won't pick that up. Caleb Farley, we may as well bring him back for depth. 2 years, 10 mil. He wants to test out free agency. Don't care. Malcolm Rodriguez, we'll bring him back. 2 years, 7 mil. Welcome back. Ezra Cleveland, 3 years, 15 mil. He's coming back. God, we got a lot of re-signings here. Rashid Shaheed, I guess we'll bring him back. I don't even think he started, but I'm sure he'll get some reps. And then I think we are finally done. Rockison can go. Bradbury can for sure go. Fuck you. And we'll bring back Kyle Juszczyk. So let's take a look at free agency. We probably won't draft again. We'll probably make another trade with our first round pick. But let's see who's in free agency here. And nobody good, especially nobody good that's a scheme fit. So it's looking like we're going to have to make another trade. We'll probably trade for a strong safety. And then I don't even know what else we could trade for. I don't think we need another receiver. I don't think we need another corner. Let's just trade for a fucking safety. And of course, they have to be a scheme fit. So we're trading Kirby Joseph, Rashid Shaheed, and a first round pick for Grant Delpit and Jaden Reed. Ooh, I should have traded for a tight end too. Fuck. Let's just do it. If we could get a high overall tight end, that'd be great. And we didn't even give up our second rounder, so we could probably make something work. So we're trading a second, a third, some left outside linebacker, and some receiver for X Factor Dalton Schultz. Welcome back to the Cowboys. Hey, I managed to trade for players, and I only traded picks from this year. Whenever I did it last year, I only traded picks from that year. I feel like I didn't even blow the team up that badly. And it's a fantasy draft, so let's be real. Like, every team's pretty loaded. I don't think we really blew anything up. We still have all of our picks for the next years. So we have a 90 overall team. Just got to make sure I preface that. Now we actually have the highest overall team. Okay, we actually don't have to start the guy that was terrible because he retired. Or no, we just didn't re-sign him. But Baker Mayfield went up to X Factor. I don't know when that happened. But now our receiving core is Zay Flowers, Garrett Wilson, Jaden Reed, and Marvin Mims. We have a good O-line. We have 2 good tight ends, one of them an X Factor now. Our defense is great. Really couldn't be much better. We upgraded at strong safety, which is great. So, yeah, this is the actual final roster. There's no reason we shouldn't be in the playoffs this year, but there technically wasn't one last year either, so I guess we're just going to have to find out. So, with all of that being said, I'll see you guys at the playoffs again. I pretty much spoke exactly what happened into existence last time, so let me just say, let's get to the end of the season where we're going to be 17-0. We're going to have the number 1 bye. We're going to go on to take on the Lions. We're going to win in the divisional, obviously, because we'll have the bye. And then in the NFC Championship, we'll take on the Bills. We'll go on to take on the Niners, and we'll win. And then in the Super Bowl, we'll take on the Bills, and we'll win. Okay. I said I wasn't going to leave in the video, leave the extra year in the video if we underperformed. But I'm going to leave it in because, what else could I have done? I just want you guys to see how insanely stupid that was. Baker balled out. Isaiah Pacheco balled out. He had 22 touchdowns. 2,000-yard receivers. O-line played pretty good. Max Crosby got 24.5 sacks. What was even the problem? What was the problem? We had the 7th offensive points per game. We had the 19th defense somehow with a player with 24 sacks. Now let's take another look around the league and see how we compare in overall. I'm just being petty at this point, but this is bullshit. So we, of course, have a 90 overall team, as we saw earlier. Seeing a couple 89s, seeing a couple 88s. Okay, I found one 90 overall team. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers. And that is the only other 90 overall team. So we are tied for the highest overall roster in the league. Let's take a look at how the Steelers did this year. And the Steelers also went 7-10. Everybody just clap it up for EA. Billion-dollar company. It doesn't matter how good of a team you built. It's all just up to... I don't even fucking know. You can blame it on the fact that I have a low overall quarterback. He came in like 3rd or 4th for MVP. That wasn't the problem. There was not a single hole on the roster. It's proven by the stats. Our running back was good. Our receivers were good. Baker played great. Defense played great. We had a lot of sacks. Not only do we have a lot of sacks, we had the 4th defense in rush yards per game. So there was literally no problem with the roster. Couldn't have built a better team. I'm not going to do another year because clearly there's no fucking point. Even if we had a 99 overall team, it wouldn't have mattered. I'm kind of ranting, but if you can't tell, I'm pretty frustrated with that. I try to build the best team I can for you guys. I feel like I did a pretty good job doing so. Madden just didn't want you guys to see a Super Bowl today. So that's going to be the end of this one. If you made it this far, you clearly enjoyed the video, so leave a like and subscribe. Sorry for all the bitching. That's the end of this one. Deuces.